Good day, all. Good day, all. Welcome to my new YouTube channel called Picky People, where I'll be reviewing the most popular matchmaking show on YouTube called Pop the Balloon or Find Love. So sit back and enjoy.
All right, let's bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name's Jonathan.
Jonathan, how old are you?
I am 35.
And what do you do?
I'm in sales and design for lighting control systems. So when you think of sporting arenas, any type of commercial space, anything like that, I'm designing the lighting and fixtures behind that.
Wow, that's exciting. What are some things you like to do for fun?
So speaking of sports, I do a lot of sporting events. I live in Georgia, outside of Atlanta area, so I do a lot of Braves games, the Hawks, Falcons, anything like that. You can catch me in any of those games. When I'm not doing that, I have some free time. I like to travel, spend quality time with my family and friends.
Okay. And now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
I need a woman who is ambitious, spontaneous, self-aware, sure of herself. Just loving and caring, things of that nature, when I think about a future and a family, and can communicate effectively.
Okay, and what are some deal breakers?
Multiple kids,
Okay.
Toxic, anyone who is superficial, always putting on a facade for social media or anything like that. So I just need something authentic, genuine.
Okay. All right, cool. So we have not. Oh, all right. Let's go on up.
This woman is on cue. I don't know if this is staged or set up or whatever, but this woman here, out of the whole panel of women, she's to me, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, she's the least attractive. And she's the first to pop a balloon on every young man that comes out here. I don't know if this is staged or set, or she has a script to do the itchy thing to pop her balloon for whatever reasons, but it just doesn't feel like it's authentic to me. And she got these petty reasons to pop every man's balloon. It's just crazy.
There. Okay, your name and age.
I'm Janine. I'm 28.
Okay, Janine, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Again, for a couple reasons. It was the hair. I just don't feel like you take care of it very well. Maybe like pick it out and like use a little sponge thing to add some curls. I think I add a little bit of texture. It was the jacket with the outfit, and the jacket with the shoes kind of threw me off a little bit, but it's okay. And then the third thing is you kind of look like one of my cousins, TJ, shout out. I don't know what it is about you, because like it's not that you look like him, but something about you just reminds me of him, and I can't really put my finger on it, but yeah.
All right.
This woman gives more superficial reasons why she popped her balloon. First and foremost, his hair. His hair, the way his hair is tapered and faded into his beard, it's nice. And she said he don't look like he keeps his hair up. His hair looks nice. Then she says his jacket. His jacket, look like it's a paisley pattern or whatever, doesn't match with his clothes that he has on. I'm like, she did him a hell of a favor by popping her balloon, because this brother has a career. He's well-spoken, articulate, educated, assume he's very successful at what he does. He don't need to be dealing with nobody like this.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Not my standard cup of tea, but I mean, you look nice. You look nice. I do like your hair. Maybe you could have helped me with mine, but it's all good.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. I mean, she could have helped you. She does hair.
Exactly.
All right, so we've got 4 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
I guess my main question is, what are your family dynamics like with your mother and father and just family in general, and how does that play a role or affect your relationships?
Okay, we'll start there and come back. Okay, name and age and the answer to his question.
My name is Deanna, and I'm 29. And I have a good family dynamic. I'm close with my mom and my dad. My dad lives far away in Florida, but we're still close. I have a big family. My mom has a lot of siblings. I have 2 siblings myself, so very good, very close.
Okay. Nice. Over here, name and age and answer to his question.
My name's Kinbrianna, and I'm 26. Also, again, I'm very close to my family. We have a group chat. I mean, we're talking every other day. So yeah, we're really important. Yeah.
Nice.
Your name and age and the answer to his question.
Hi, I'm Vanessa. I'm 27. So the first part was explain the family dynamics. Then what was the second part?
Just how does that play a role in your relationships and building?
How does that play a role in my relationships? So to start with, I'm very close with my family. I talk with my mom and dad daily, even like across platforms, sending memes on social media and stuff like that. How it plays a role in my relationships, I lean on my family for relationship advice sometimes. Definitely like asking my dad and stuff like that. So maybe how it plays a role in my relationship dynamics, leaning on my family for like consultation. Somebody that has a tribe and is accountable to someone like a father figure or even like a mentor, that's going to be very important for me because that's something that I have for myself.
Nice.
And over here, name and age and answer to his question.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I'm 26. So to answer your question, Mom, I'm really close with my parents, my whole family. We're all very close. I view, my mom and dad's relationship, like I love their relationship. They've been married for 20 plus years. So I know what it's like to be in a happy home. And that's something that I really want to live like when I'm older and I have my own family.
So this young lady has prime examples, and that's rare. At least people knowing about these type of examples that exist, because a lot of people have it, but they're not talked about or shown, especially on TV or social media. But this woman talked about her mother. Now she says her mother and her father, and she wants a relationship like they had. This is unbelievable. At 26 years of age, mother and father been living, been married for 20 plus years, and she's looking to par and carrying herself like an upstanding, respectable young lady. I mean, that's awesome. So let's see what happens here, because she seemed like a perfect match for him.
They really set the standards for that. So, yeah.
Nice.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to hand you a pick.
Okay.
There you go. Hang on to that. And I'm going to have you pop one balloon. Whenever you're ready, go ahead. All right, so why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
I liked everything he was saying. He looks well. The only thing I was just trying to hear more of what you had to say. The age gap. I'm 26. You're 35. 10 years is like push for me. But I want.
Now, this young lady, who is a doctorate, she's pursuing her doctoral degree in some type of medicine, whatever, pathology of medicine. This is the second time. The first time I took it, hey, she might be nervous. 36 minus 26 is 10. She said it's 11. This young man here, he's 35 minus 26. My arithmetic, my little brain tells me that's 9. And she says it's 10. One time I give you a pass. 2 times it's a pattern. And I think you need to work on your subtraction, young lady. You're pursuing your doctoral degree in medicine pathology. And my brain tells me a person dealing with medication needs to deal with milligrams and dosages. So that's called mathematics. You need to know how to add and subtract. This is the second time she's opened her mouth about subtraction or multiplication or mathematics. This is simple math, subtraction. The first one was 36 minus 26, that's 10. She said it's 11. This is the second time around. The young man is 35, she's 26, that's 9. She said it's 10. If I was her, I would just say that the age gap is too much for me, because she has problems talking about and coming up with the right answer for simple subtraction. I just would keep my mouth shut because it makes her look bad.
To hear you out.
Okay, thanks. And now why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Well, that was the primary reason that I popped.
Okay.
due to the age. So, just the age gap. Other than that, yeah, understand.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Let's head on back over here. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
It was just, we do have an age gap as well. I'm 26.
See, that's called a follower. Now, this young woman here has followed a woman who, obviously, the women on the panel have no man. But she's following another woman based on age gap. She might be more mature than a woman who popped her balloon. She'll never know, because this brother here is mature. You can tell by the look in his eyes. He probably wanted to match with her because she probably is more mature to handle that little 9-year age gap, which is not a lot. 9 years age gap is not a lot, but to each his own. That's her preference.
35. But you're really nice. I like everything that you said and, the questions you asked. It seems like, you have a lot going for yourself. But, I just don't see us, being compatible and things like that.
All right.
Understand that.
And what about over here? Is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, I do find her attractive. Yes, I do find her attractive. She is someone that I would talk to, but I understand that.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, we've got 2 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
What is a fun/romantic date for you?
Okay, we'll start here. What is a fun/romantic date for you?
I would say I'm really social. So I like to get out and kind of be in the mix. So maybe like an art show, where we can talk with the artists and, just kind of enjoy, art in different mediums. There's a lot of things like that in Dallas. So I attend a lot of social networking events that also combine art and stuff. So maybe going to one of those with my partner. Yeah.
Nice. Let's go down over here. All right, let's hear from you.
A fun date would be probably like paintballing or something that I can just be active. We can be active. Romantic, I would probably say just a nice dinner, being able to talk, maybe not having our phones, something like that.
Awesome. Okay. And then, while we're here, any questions for him?
You said somebody that has multiple kids. How is somebody with one kid? I do have a child.
I am open to that.
I don't know. That seemed a little skeptical.
She act like that's a threat to him. He doesn't have any children. If you want to pop your balloon, woman, pop your balloon. You're doing him a freaking favor. He's not, I want to be the stepfather to your son, a young man that's not even my flesh and blood. She act like she's threatening him or doing him a favor by attempting to threaten him by popping the balloon. Lady, pop your balloon and do him a favor. I mean, that's crazy. That man doesn't have any children, 35. He wants to find a woman, get married, have children, start a family, and live a good, exiguous life. She act like she's threatening him by popping her balloon because, you don't want me to have a child, I'll pop my balloon. Like that's a threat. That's doing him a favor, woman.
Oh, as I stated, it's multiple. One.
So what's what? Okay. I don't know how to
ask it.
Word the question. So yeah, what is it about? You have no kids?
I have no kids.
Okay.
And that's truly the only reason. But like I said, if you have multiple, that's a no deal. I mean, a deal breaker. But one, I'm open to that. Because I am older. We're getting older. So if you have
and
a
you
kid,
say you're how old again?
I'm 35.
35. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're good?
Yeah, for now. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Any questions over here?
Can you answer your question?
As far as both family dynamics or
Sure,
debate?
yeah.
Well, I have a strong family dynamic. Both of my parents are still together. They're actually having their 50th wedding anniversary this year. So, I've had a great example of, structure and what it is to build and grow together. So thankful to them for that. So it just makes me, want that the same for myself. As far as a fun romantic date, I'm a spontaneous guy. So I'm open to everything. First date, I'm more of a traditional guy. Let's, have dinner, maybe do a speakeasy lounge, something like that. If we're together, hey, we can just hop on a jet, plane. Not, I'm saying jet or plane, but we can take a flight for the weekend, or hey, we can get in the car and drive somewhere. So, like I said, I love to travel. So it's just spontaneous, and whatever you and I enjoy together, we're gonna do it.
This brother seems like he has his stuff together. He seems like the ultimate family man, the family guy. But he has a great example in front of him that's living in front of him, his mother and father, about to celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary. Every man doesn't have that. Every woman doesn't have that. I had it until the Lord took my late great father last year. My mother and father was married 67 years. And I had an awesome example in front of me, knowing what right looks like for me now as an individual man who's a free-thinking man, who's a believer in the Most High, who's a believer in the hierarchy of things, God, man, woman, child. It makes things so simple, but I say again, simplicity is hard to find. Simplicity is hard to find. Let's continue.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Let's head on back. So we are down to our final two.
Okay.
It is time to pop a balloon. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop that one balloon.
And no more questions.
Do you got one, Bruin?
No, just where do you live? I know she
where they
said
live.
Dallas.
Okay.
Where do you live? Oh,
So you're in Dallas. Where do you live?
I'm in New York.
New York. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And where are you?
Georgia.
Georgia. Okay. All right.
And this,
Okay. It is time to pop now.
okay. Awesome. So I assume no one has an issue with long distance.
Guess not.
Start with.
They sure don't.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So let me have you stand here. Why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I like the things that he was saying and just kind of hearing him out. I kind of was popping soon for everybody. So, just giving him a fair shot.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
I mean, ultimately, it is the. Oh, ultimately, it is the one kid.
Yeah,
All that.
rightfully so.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's come up to the front. Come on up here with us. All right, guys. Any final question between the two of you before we determine if we have a match?
So it's really important to me that my partner is someone who is dependable. It's not afraid of commitment. I love that you said that one of your kind of models for a relationship is your parents because they've been together for so long. In your life, maybe even in work, like, what are some instances like where you're dependent on, or like, yeah, where you're dependent on, or like have a little more responsibility, like.
Okay. An example of that right now, in my current job, I had a few people who left or, left the company. So right now it is really on my shoulders to carry my team and lead my team. So right now, they're depending on me to lead and, rebuild the department. So at this time right now, I would say my career is where I'm doing that, but also, with my family, niece and nephew, brothers, I'm the youngest of two siblings, and ironically, I think everyone looks to me for a lot of things. So, I'm always there for them, and I have a big family, and, we're just a close-knit family who sticks beside each other. So we're just always there for one another. That's, how it was.
I understand where this brother's coming from. I'm the youngest of 11. And yet, for some reason, I'm the one people come to in the family to bounce all kinds of thoughts and ideas. And what do you think about this? What do you know about? What do you know about this? What do you think about this? What should I do about this? I'm like, yo, guys, I'm the youngest of you. So I stopped fighting it. And as far as responsibility, hell, I'm not rich, I'm not poor, I'm blessed. I did well at the preliminary stages of my life in my teens, 20s, and 30s, and 40s to retire. And I'm like, hey, I'm not rich, I'm not poor, I'm blessed. So the responsibility of showing up, when you show up in the genesis of your life, is going to pay off in the middle of your life for the rest of your life. So when the question she asked, I need somebody that's going to show up and this and that and the third, he just articulated it. He's doing it in his career. At 35, He's running a show, the lighting, which lighting is essential for baseball, basketball, football. Without it, it won't be televised. It could be too dark in the arena. But this brother runs the show when it comes to lighting in those arenas for Atlanta Hawks, Atlanta Braves, and Atlanta Falcons, right there in Georgia. So she's standing right before a young man who's responsible, reliable, and obviously dependable because people come to him just like they do to me to bounce ideas and thoughts and concerns off of. So she probably be nervous, like she said before. And there's no need to be nervous because you're in the presence of a real man now, young lady. This could be your potential husband, which could start a family with. And I let's see what happens. I hope they, accept each other as a match. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay. You good?
I am good. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
No. I mean, we didn't talk about it, but no kids either, or do you
No
have
kids.
Yeah. So,
You don't have any kids?
no, I do not.
Okay. Well, let me ask my final question then, y'all. Is it a yes for you for him?
It's a yes for me.
And is it a yes for you for her?
It's a yes for me.
We got a match!
See, I like this. This beautiful, elegant woman who's intelligent, she's classy. Even when she wears a small dress, she's classy and elegant with hers. She's a rarefied young lady. And this brother got himself together, got a foundation of what a family is and what it's supposed to be, has responsibilities, reliable, and he's ready to love and be loved, and she's ready to love and be loved. This is awesome here, man. I love stuff like this. 35, and I want to say she's 28. Look, 7 years difference. That's awesome. That's awesome. I wish them nothing but the best.
I'll take the mic. Go ahead and get your girl. Make some noise for them, ladies.
And there we have it. Another episode of Pop the Balloon, episode 51. If you haven't, like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is a small YouTube channel and it's gaining momentum. It's gaining momentum, and I appreciate all the momentum that it's gaining. Once again, everyone wants unfailing love. Better to be homeless than a liar. Take care.